Good evening, everyone, and this is Gil at Camppatton Family Compound, and also got Tammy from Rebel Canners here, but no signs so far of Mark from Chef Tech. But tonight, it's welcome time to the Monday Night Fireside Chat, and tonight's topic is going to be elderberries, health benefits, and more. And so got Tammy and me here. And so I have a feeling that Mark got stuck working late.
I will be right back, Gil. I've got to go help in the house for a second. They called me while you were out.
All right. All right. So let me go over here and say hi to everybody while Tammy's running in there to do her good deed. All right. So first one in, Tammy Mark said hello when she first came in at about 40 minutes ago. Then Lewis, it's the Marshmallow came in. Phelan Klein Wolf was third. Shady Hill Homestead was fourth. Walt Rogers was fifth. Caitlin Strain was sixth. Wayne Becoming Dangerous is here. And Angel's Homestead is here on Tammy's side. All right. Or Tammy's gone. Love the Land Homestead also came in on Rebel Canner's side as well. All righty. So while we're waiting for Tammy to get back from doing what she's doing to help out in the house with her aunt, I believe it is, I got a mail call from Fireside Homestead. And in it, I got dried elderberries, a bag of it. And it comes with a packet of spice. And then it has a little card here, instruction card. Feels thick. It might be two cards in there. And it says, basically it says, bring 4.5 cups of water to a boil. Add dried elderberries and spices. Simmer for exactly 30 minutes. Remove from heat and strain very well. And I just saw the UPS guy go by, so I'm getting some other stuff delivered here. Remove from heat and strain very well. Let cool until temperature is 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Add sweetener, and in parentheses it says 3/4 cup honey is recommended. Pour into glass jars. Keep refrigerated. And then on the bottom, a little extra note down here at the bottom here, it says, and I froze, it says, raw local honey is best for medicinal purposes, but any sweetener can be used. And so I just have, I've had this for a couple of years now. Like I said, I've been keeping this in the refrigerator just until I get around to actually doing it. And so I just haven't done anything with it yet. I'm waiting for Staff Sergeant to be here long enough for us to do it. And so Sergeant's Homestead was selling this on their Etsy store for quite a while. And then they were also selling, I'm not sure they were selling tinctures as well, which is a little bit different, and we're going to be talking about that. All righty. So tonight's topic was Tammy's idea. She's the expert on it, and I'm just kind of juggling here. Let me see what we got over here. All right. Now, I know there are several channels that have made tinctures and stuff out of the elderberries. Quite a few channels talk about growing them. I do have some information on that here. Let me see if I can skip down to that. So let's go over here and look down here. All right. Now, most of the people I've seen making tinctures use the dark jars, and you can get those on Amazon. I do not have an Amazon affiliate, but you can get those on Amazon in different sizes for your tinctures. and it's something. There's I mean, let's see who's all done it. Tammy's has all week. Tammy's has been putting out videos on elderberries all week, like 4 or 5 videos. Hey, Tammy Harder's in here. Good evening. And so there's some, Tammy's been putting out been putting out all these videos this week here for it on Rebel Canners, and yeah, some were I've had the grandkids all day today and most of the day yesterday, so I've been missing these. I just got to go back to her channel and go on and watch it all. And Sherry Smith says she has a tincture started. Cool. And Diana 2 just came in, and Jay just came in. Oh, left the Godzilla marathon. It's got to be the new movies made over the last 10 years. And some of those are pretty intense there, Jay. All right, let's go down next one here. All right, benefits of elderberries, and Tammy's going to expound upon these quite a bit more when she comes back in. But it eliminates constipation and boosts your gastrointestinal system. In other words, your gut. It's beneficial in reducing blood pressure and managing diabetes. And Howie Food Forest Permaculture's talked about that as well. And Come On Brain work. Besides the Broussard's talking about that. Southern Blessed Homestead and Stringfield Ridge Farm have both talked about, it helps with diabetes. Helps in weight loss and boosts immune system. And everybody talks about it boosting the immune system. Reduces appearance of wrinkles and age spots. Wow, I guess I better make this stuff up here and start using it for my age spots here and wrinkles. Eliminates. Myra Page came in. Prepper for the Ages is here. Oh, Jay is watching the classic Godzillas from the 60s and 70s. Have you seen Godzuki pop up yet, Jay? Let's see. Diana 2 is on both sides. She's watching on both Tammy's and my side to help out both channels. All right, what do we got here? Aids in eliminating excess cholesterol from the body. Promotes bone strength and development of new bone tissues. Alleviates respiratory conditions such as cold and cough. So those are some of the. Oh no, he's watching the animated stuff. All right, Jay's watching the animated Godzillas. All right. Now, some of the ways you can make it as a syrup. You can make it as a tincture. You can make it as a drink. I can't. The three-headed monster. Yeah, I know that one. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, trees. Now, elderberries start out as, in the first year, they can get to a few inches to 1 foot tall, depending on your grow zone and how soon you plant them in comparison to last frost, or if you're in like Florida, no frost. But, when you plant them, you get 1 to 2 feet by the second year. And then year 3 and 4, you get 6 to 8 feet. And 5 years and beyond, it gets from 8 to 12 feet tall. And Alicia Autism Mom is in here. Oh, okay. Husby has started some elderberry wine. Cool. This is what's so weird, and I didn't look it up, but I know for a fact here up in Idaho, where we get a lot of snow and everything, about half the people in town, it seems, have elderberry bushes in their yards. However, the deer love eating the elderberry bushes up here. But then you got the Broussards are down there in Louisiana, down near the coast, down near the foot of the boot. So that's a good spread on elderberries. And I will visit that in just a second here. Now, Tammy and a lot of other people have all talked about propagating them via cuttings, using cuttings and stuff. And beforehand, Tammy and I were talking about on another slide coming up here. But she goes, this is the way she usually does it. She gets cuttings and she gets cuttings going, and then she pots them. And once they're potted, then they grow and stuff, and then you can put them in the ground. And Cherry says they're very plentiful this year in southern Ohio. And Jack of Geeky Gardens is in here now. Hey Jack, down there in Florida, do people grow elderberries down there in Florida? Get that answer right out of the way here, because I know that, like I said, Broussards do it in Louisiana. And Alicia and Lewis, do you guys grow elderberries up in Canada? That'll be interesting to find out about that. All right, Myra has a question for you there, Tammy.
Some people do get gastric upset, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, especially if they eat them like the little green ones that are not quite ripe. So they suggest that it's best cooked. And I agree. It tastes a lot better cooked.
Okay. Kaylin Strain says elderberries are found in Iowa. Glenn, also from Florida. Welcome. How to Garden. Hey, Glenn, do you have elderberries growing down there where you're at? And got all the berries grow here. All right, so Lewis says he's got all sorts of berries growing up there. So since elderberries are more of a tree than a vine, like blackberries, boysenberries, and stuff like that, I was kind of wondering. All right, let's go to the next page here. Now, the topic on this picture I pulled was seed starting elderberries. But Tammy says she's had absolutely zero luck. Here we go. Here, elderberry grows like weeds in and around the ditches here. Okay, so they grow down in Florida, which probably means they would grow in Hawaii if they allow them in Hawaii. And so, yeah, so I would say anywhere in the United States they grow. Don't know about Alaska. JT's not in here. Otherwise, I'd ask him.
They're really hardy. They probably grow in Alaska.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Of all the other stuff they had, probably go like once they get accustomed to the or acclimatized to the area up there, you probably go like in wintertime, go, like deep root set and then come back.
It says they grow in hardiness zones 3 to 7. So they wouldn't be in the far south, but they would be in parts of Alaska and all of the north.
But Jack down there in Florida says that he hasn't. They're growing like weeds down there where he's at.
Somebody must have transplanted them then.
Yeah,
they're not native to those zones. I should say.
Not native. Okay. Our Treasure Homestead is in on your side, Tammy.
Hi.
And Lewis is saying, like you said, elderberry cuttings are the best to start growing.
Yeah.
But anyways, this picture here was someone was saying they were growing them from seeds, and
I don't know what trick they know, because I've tried feeding them to the birds and having the birds spread them, and it does not work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them right. I have planted them. I have one in a 5-gallon pail that's 2 years old. I bought it as a bare root.
Yeah. And so getting 9B is where Jack is at.
Yep.
All right. Anything after this one? No, that's the end of that. But my daughter planted a bunch of cuttings. Her husband was supposed to be was saying, "I'll take care of watering everything," and guess what? He didn't water what she planted. Anyways, yeah. I'm sorry. I do. Yeah. We all know how I feel on that subject. And yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna try to get some more cuttings here in the spring and get them going here. Unless I can get some, I might be able to get some and just keep it in one of the pots inside, one of the buckets inside the house for the winter, and then plant it outside.
Yeah. It's best if you take them in the spring right before the leaves come out.
Mm-hmm.
Those cuttings seem to grow the best and take root the best.
Okay.
And you can root them right in soil. You can root them in water. I've tried both ways and had success both ways. I've had a little bit better success with the water, but not much. And I always just dip them in a rooting hormone too.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna put. Yeah.
And we're talking about the black elderberry or the purple colored elderberry. There is a red elderberry, and that is not the one we're talking about tonight. That one can be more toxic. You really need some plant knowledge to use that one. We're just talking about the black, the common black one. There's 10 to 12 varieties in the United States, but we're talking about Sambuca canadensis, the black elderberry today, not the red, not the rubus.
Okay, give a second here, just to make sure. Berry plant images. Okay, and so we're talking about the one on the top here, not the one down here.
Yeah.
They're and just even looking at this, I can see a variety. I mean, they got different names here. I got the York, got the
York is what I have in the 5-gallon pail.
The York, okay, and then the Wildwood, Chucksy, Hartman, Scambia, a long name on this one here. Yeah, so there's blue elderberry, American elderberry, Marge elderberry, Scrampus racemosus. It's a red one there. So yeah, there are.
Yeah, I want the one that has the variegated colored leaves. They have cut leaf varieties and they have variegated leaf varieties. So, they've been how do I put this? Cultured or grown since ancient Greece.
Yeah. Yeah, there are, like I said, yeah, looking here, there is, a lot of different ones. I said the white blossoms is when it's in bloom.
And the white blossoms are also very beneficial for their health benefits. I do quite a bit of things with those. I make a tincture out of just the flowers. There's several ways to eat the flowers, but they have a lot of medicinal properties as well as the berries. The only problem is if you harvest the flowers, you don't get the berries.
Yeah. So unless the bush is totally covered, you're going to wait for the berries. And let's see.
I have 2 picking spots. One I go and look for the flowers, and the other one I go when the berries come out.
Yeah. And Kaylin's saying that Chris and Laura have it on their property, Hedgehog's Homestead there in Tennessee. Little Lone Prepper's in the house now. All right. The question here is, are all the other varieties except the red edible?
I don't know because I only have the black around here.
Yeah.
So I've never tried or used any of the other ones. I just know the black and the red grow in Michigan, and the red is in the very southern part of the state. And I, was told to make sure I knew which one it was before I messed with the plant. So
Okay.
I have had the other ones.
Interesting. The blue elderberry, Scambucus mexicana, is native to the California area and probably south of the border as well.
Probably.
So yeah, what you can do is you can actually just, we could probably spend 2 hours here just taking each one of these and Googling the name to find out. But there's one site, Tammy and I showed Tammy there. Oh, we got Musgrave Family Farm is here. Welcome, welcome. When beforehand, Tammy and I were talking, and I found a page, and I looked on it, and it was what I call a double speak website. And it said, and on the link thing, it says, "Are elderberries poisonous?" And in the web page, one sentence they're saying, "Oh, they got all these great benefits. Yes, they are highly toxic, blah, 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 blah. Don't eat this, 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 this. Oh, but don't worry about that still. The benefits are absolutely fabulous, but you got to be careful of this." And, they're going back and forth and Tammy was saying they were probably set up like that because of the red dragon. We all know what that is. That came from the land across the water there in late 2019.
Yeah.
And so
they have elderberries have a lot of antiviral properties.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people enjoy them for those benefits.
All right. Glenn says black and blue you can eat. Red is toxic. So is white. White is found in Asia.
And that's pretty much with any wild berry you're going to pick. You don't want to be picking red and white berries and eating them. They're almost always toxic. So if in doubt, leave those alone.
Yeah. The only red berries I know that are good are strawberries and raspberries.
Squawberries are in the strawberry family too. They're a native wild berry. They don't taste good. They taste very watered down.
Yeah.
But that's a strawberry type plant that comes out in the fall.
Yeah. Like as Jack says, I grew up on mom's elderberry pies. As a kid, hasn't killed me yet. Yeah. And Jack was just up here in Idaho last week, and he's on his way back down there. He posted a video today about he stopped off at the Bonneville Salt Flats there in Utah. So he's heading back to Florida. Or he already may be back in Florida now. He's just posting all the videos he did when he was up here.
If he ate elderberry pie, he's probably still spitting those seeds. They have a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer to cook them. I don't eat. It's not something I'd even want to eat raw.
Yes, elderberry gummies are safe. They've been processed and they've been looked at by the powers that be.
Most of the commercial elderberries are grown in Missouri and then shipped all over the United States. And there's actually the majority come from one grower in Missouri.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Trying to look back here, I saw someone made comment about the operation there in, I think it was Missouri. Yeah, Jack did. Yeah.
Yeah. And that guy is so knowledgeable, and he's like trying to get everybody on the bandwagon to grow them. I mean, he's not like, oh, I'm growing them and I'm not going to teach you how I'm doing it. He has done classes, and you can find him online, different places where he teaches people how to do it. Very knowledgeable.
Oh, what problems have you run into trying to grow elderberries besides deer eating them? That's what happened to my daughters. She had a bunch of them planted. The deer came in. It's one night they were
Yeah. They like well-drained, wet soil. So they like ditch banks so that they have a lot of access to water, but it's well-drained and high moisture, well-drained. So they like the edges of ditch banks. So sometimes it's really hard to collect them if you better wear muck boots.
Hip waders. Just go for the hip waders.
Oh, I'm not going that far. I stay on my side of the property lines. But you know, they're everywhere here, in every single ditch, everywhere, as long as they don't go through and clear cut. But the benefit of them going through and clear cutting the ditches is they grow from cuttings. So when they cut them down, they come back in 3 or 4 years, 10 times as many as there was before.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Hey Tammy, you mentioned Terry from Missouri. Does he have a YouTube channel? Does anybody know if he has a guy in Missouri has a YouTube channel? If he does, could somebody throw it up here? And Tammy, Harder, let me go ahead and give you a wrench.
Yeah.
Let me give you a wrench here.
I don't believe he has his own channel. I have seen him on other people's channels as guests.
Yeah.
Big channels that are in Missouri that I'm not promoting here or anywhere.
Yeah. No, I got grandkids coming back over. I just saw the shadow of 3 of them going by the window here. So I may get a bit noisy, and I may have to mute myself and tell them they need to go outside and ride their scooters. All right. Diana says, what is the other plant that looks like an elderberry?
Well, nothing really looks like elderberry to me, but it does grow in the same places that water hemlock, which is the most poisonous plant I can name.
Yeah.
So you do need to look at the leaves. The leaves are very distinct. The flowers are very distinct. It doesn't look like anything else to me, but a lot of people do confuse it with water hemlock. Water hemlock, I don't believe gets berries on it though, but it does. If you were harvesting flowers, you could mistakenly grab and die.
Yeah.
Very quickly and painfully.
Which is strange. I just saw a reel about an hour ago that they're on. I've been watching some of the reels on Facebook, and the guy was pulling weeds in the backyard, and they were hemlock. Mm-hmm. And it was at the right time of the year where he, as he pulling it was not only giving off pollen, it was giving off little puffs of moisture droplets as he broke stuff, and he inhaled it, and he was in the hospital for like 3-4 months.
And he lived?
Yes, he lived.
He's very lucky.
Well, he was in a coma for 6 weeks, and when he came out of the coma, and he finally got good enough where they could write and get questions, and it was like, "What were you doing?" And he said he was pulling white flowers, purple stems, which was the hemlock.
Hemlock, yeah. That's what Socrates took to kill himself.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you really need to know. But like, I can spot it. Like when it flowers, they were laughing at me because when we were going to Ohio, we got stopped for half an hour by a train, and I jumped out and got in the ditch and started harvesting elderflowers. Yeah. You can once you start to see it, you see it everywhere.
Now, looking at these berries here, the red ones here, the plant doesn't quite look like it, but the berries look like pyracantha berries, mm-hmm. Which is another one you don't want to eat.
Yeah. And the elderberries, the flowers are upright, and then when they form the berries, they turn upside down, and they almost look like umbrellas. If you can see right behind Gil's left shoulder there, you can see how they look like umbrellas, or right shoulder. Yes, mine was the other one, but yeah.
Well, I go left shoulder too.
Yeah. They look like umbrellas, and so they're very distinct. They don't always have the red stems like that. The ones around here are more green. You just flash through one, but yeah, are more green than red. But they're not ripe until they're purple, and you have to pick out. They won't all ripen at the same time on that cluster, so you do have to pick off any white or green berries because they will make you sick potentially. I've never had any problem, but they say they make you sick, so I try to pick out as many as I can.
Okay, just looking at the chat here. Okay, Glenn says white hemlock is the most poisonous Native American plant.
Yeah.
He's also, some people think white hemlock and Queen Anne's lace look similar. But
it does.
Glenn says it doesn't to him, so but probably because he sees it all the time. He knows the difference really well.
There's a huge size difference, and then the Queen Anne's lace always has that little purple nubbin in the center of the flower where I haven't seen that in the hemlock, but otherwise they look really good. The other one we have right now that looks in the same vein and is as almost as poisonous and it can blind you is hogweed, and it looks like giant Queen Anne's lace, almost like water hemlock, and they grow in the same area, and if you get that liquid off the plant in your eyes, it will blind you. So it is really important not to get anywhere near those. Yeah, there's so much, and we never had hemlock around here until the last 2 years. Growing up, we never had it here, and now it's like it's taken over right here. You know how plants cycle and come through.
Yeah.
So you need to be aware of it.
Here is something that just popped up here on my thing here. So on Amazon, which I do not have an Amazon affiliate at all. This was one of the pictures popped up with a beginner's guide to foraging and preserving and using elderberries for health remedies, recipes, drinks, and more. Paperback. And that was written by Alicia Bayer. Bayer.
I believe I met her this summer.
Yeah. And cool. There she is. Minnesota.
No, then maybe that isn't. I don't know. Maybe.
They said now lives in rural Minnesota. But you can get her full bio there, but she a bunch of other books and stuff. So, but
do they have a picture of her husband? Because I met them together. But I can't see that picture's too little on my phone. But that's okay.
Yeah, it's just. Let me go over here. Let me go ahead and back here and do a little side search here.
But.
This is by our author. Images. Not sure if that's her husband or not, but
okay, yeah, that's still too small. I can't see it.
Yeah.
I'll look at it later. But yeah, I think I met their family this summer in Ohio. They came to the food summit.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Yep. I believe so. Yeah. It looks like. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. That the cover of the book looks super familiar.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but it really looked familiar. I almost bought it. I didn't have any cash with me the night they were out there.
Goshen prepping. They're making their own gummies with elderberries.
Yep, it's just elderberry syrup and unflavored Jello gelatin, the unflavored Knox gelatin, and then you just put them in little things and let them harden. I've done a video too. They're really actually good if you I love the taste of elderberry. Hi, Cole.
And Lee's in the house. Actually, I haven't seen the pop up here yet. Okay, it pop up. Yeah, so Lee goes live in about 28 minutes, 27 minutes, 28 maybe. And let me pop this over here, and I will give you the.
If I didn't turn into a pumpkin, I'd go watch. I've got to watch get caught up with some reruns because there's been some really good ones he's done. I've wanted to watch. I need to just sit down and do a marathon watch.
Bring that up. It's not popping up there. Go here. All right. It's weird. Some people's channels. All right. I tried looking them up on Chrome off of Camppatton Family Compound. Didn't come up when I went to YouTube. I opened off of Gray Man Prepping. Boom. There it is. The first one. It's Lee's one tonight. And so his topic tonight is planning for SHTF. And so that's the topic over on Cold War Prepper tonight.
He's had some really good ones lately. I just need to sit down and marathon binge watch. It's just after this, I go to sleep. I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
All righty. Let's see. Kayla has a suggestion there.
Yeah. Yeah. I had little teddy bear ones. Little teddy bear ice cube tray.
All righty. So I think I'm just checking to make sure the comments here, make sure I got everybody's comments popped up here that, Lewis, that's CR's job to get hungry when we talk food.
I haven't even talked about, I've made like 4 videos about elderberries this week. Elderberry lemonade, which won't come out till the spring. Elderberry syrup, elderberry for members only, elderberry mead.
Hang on here.
What else do I have? I was in here. Oh, and I can just plain elderberry juice because I can the juice and then I make syrup later as I need it.
Yeah, that's the one came out yesterday's elderberry juice. 2 days ago was elderberry soda.
Oh, that was the one I couldn't think of.
Yeah,
because somebody gave me a whole case of sparkling water and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? It tastes terrible. So I had to find something to make it into soda pop that's healthy.
Yeah. And guess what? World Fun and Gaming is in here. That's Alicia's daughter.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I just find that hilarious.
It's only for members only.
Yeah. And only for medicinal purposes.
It's just another way to get it in. And I have never actually made it yet or drank it yet. I just made some because I had some extra honey and elderberries. So I wanted to see what it would do. But again,
thinking, is it Darren up north?
Yes, Thorhaven.
Yes, I know he's made meat up there before.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's not. If he has, he should have. Looking at his property, he should have elderberries growing up there.
Oh, he should. Oh, if he doesn't, I'm sure they've planted them. They're very into the healthy, natural.
Yes.
Homeopathy.
So he should be. If he does have elderberries, he should be making some elderberry meat up there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got here.
Thanks, Diane, too.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So I covered all the health benefits, went over that thing with the reducing blood pressure, managing diabetes, helps weight loss, boosts the immune system, and just about everybody I know that does anything with elderberries talks about the immune system, and also talks about respiratory conditions. Helps proving that.
It has a lot of antioxidants, which help with like protecting against cardiovascular disease, diabetes, effects of diabetes and things on your vascular system. Also supposed to help with reduce the effects of COPD.
Yeah.
It also is supposed to lower your cholesterol, is a claim they've made. I don't know.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know. I've been following little different doctors and stuff, and several of the doctors now are saying the whole cholesterol thing we've been told to is another one of those lies, because our body uses cholesterol to do everything.
Yeah.
And all the lies about cholesterol was to get us to go with the seed oils and the margarine and the fake food.
So I had a friend at work who her last name was also the same as mine, but spelled differently. And she followed all those health recommendations, and she ate all the seed oils and stayed away from all the animal fats, and I did the opposite. I'm over here lathering my baked potato I made myself at work with butter, and I'm eating cream, and I am just like, I'm eating pounds of bacon, and they know I'm eating pounds of bacon because I'm ordering it from a coworker at work. And we're talking, I'm like, I need it in 2 to 3 pound packages of bacon for my family for a meal. And we go and have to have our cholesterol screening, all the employees. And her cholesterol is through the roof. And my cholesterol is perfect. Like textbook letter perfect. She's like, it's not fair. And I'm like, I've been telling you, all those things they tell you about cholesterol is a lie. I'm telling you, you eat the natural animal fats and you avoid anything with the word hydrogenated in it. If it says hydrogenated in oil in the same sentence, don't touch it. Oh, she was so mad. She had to go take medicine and stuff, and it's like, or you could eat the way I'm eating,
And have elderberry tinctures and some of the other cool tinctures and stuff, and do sourdough bread and all the good stuff. Oh, speaking of which, you know what? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to run out and grab one of those 3 packages that just got delivered, because it should have something I want to show here. So I'll be right back here here in a second here.
The elderflowers, their health benefits are also good for like antiviral. I make a elderflower tincture that I take when I have any kind of discomfort right here. That often happens in the fall or first thing in the spring. Every time we go back to school, we get sore areas. And so we gargle with that. And I make that with, lemon juice and elderflower and honey. A gargle. I love my elderberry tincture, but I really love my elderflower tincture because it tastes. I also put elderflowers in sugar, and they flavor the sugar. It makes it that much. It just makes it a little sweeter. I don't know how to describe it. So you don't need as much sugar to taste as sweet. You strain the flowers out, but just the scent of the flowers can make sugar sweeter. I don't know why, but it does. Got the right one?
This is one for the grandkids. This is the Avatar: The Last Airbender in complete DVD series of it.
Oh.
Their parents have one across the street, but they want to watch it over here because my youngest son got the first DVD, and that's all he got. And they saw that and stuff. Okay, so this is just turned into a mail call.
Mail call.
All right, this is cool. I got this. These are photo packs. Divides by 4. It'll hold all my packages of seeds.
Oh, okay. So you can put them in a binder.
So I can put it in a binder. I can have all my unopened and open boxes. Packages of seeds in here. So, but But this, here we go. Get rid of the box. 10-pound bag.
Oh, yes. We were just talking about that for making flour without the, yes.
Mm-hmm. Without all the extra. This is the ancient flour wheat this flour is made from. And it's not like the stuff that has been grown, genetically, not genetic, it was actually genetically, it was just breeding, crossbreeding stuff in the United States to get more yield. And went from a nice, soft, easily digestible flour such as this to the hard crap we have today, which is giving people all sorts of celiac disease and the crap. I can't think of the word.
Crohn's.
No, well that too. That's why they're looking at that possibility too. But
leaky gut.
No, what everybody says on their diet.
Their gluten allergy.
The gluten intolerant because the flour we buy in the store nowadays has a strong gluten which doesn't break down easily like this one does. Yep. So anyways, there you go. I went and did it. I pulled the trigger. I bought some of the stuff, and now I got to go get my bread machine back from my daughter. So, how much is this? All right, give me a second here. Let me bring it back up here. Bring it over here. Amazon orders delivered today. There it is. And so the total on that was, make sure I'm looking at it right here, was wow, price went up. So I'm looking at this. Yeah, so it's it's $46.49 plus tax, and it is still currently $46.49 if you subscribe. You subscribe and save $46.49. And if you instead of get 1 10-pound, you get 2 10-pounds, it's $82.99, which is about $10 less. Save $10 by getting 2 10-pound bags. But yeah, there it is. And for those that want it, there is the link. And Skinner Farms is in here. Hey, Josh. So there's the link to the that's dang, I just would have to look at the snickerdoodles. But the stuff made on this stuff is probably 10 times healthier than the regular health bread you get with the normal stuff here. Yes, I will let you know how it tastes. My daughter currently is using another one of the other older varieties of wheat. I'm gonna take this over there. I'm gonna compare and stuff, and have her make a loaf of bread over there so that she can try this. She said when she did the loaf of this European wheat flour that her husband had ordered, her stomach didn't hurt afterwards.
Nice.
So we're going to try this and see if it makes her stomach feel even better. So
nice.
So yeah, all right, yeah, we went off elderberries here a little bit, but it's still health, it's still cooking, it's still food, and it's good stuff.
It was just a follow up on our talk a couple weeks ago about different types of flours.
Yeah. Also I forgot 2 other things here. This channel, Camppatton Family Compound, is 80 away from the 5,500 mark. And so that's another giveaway, folks. So share it out. Let's see if we can get some more people over here so I can do the giveaway. I forgot what else I was going to say. Something else. I know on Gray Man Prepping, I'm 100 and something away. on it from let's see, from the 2000 mark. Yeah, okay. I'm 175 away from the 2000 mark over on Gray Man Prepping. So, but all right, let me look at the schedule here. And I will be doing a video later on using these for showing me putting the seed packets in it and stuff like that as well. As well as the several hundred, maybe 1,000 seeds I brought back from California for 2 different sunflowers that my wife had in the front yard. So I've been harvesting sunflowers today. Get over here. All right, coming up here. Oh, I don't remember what it was. Today is the second day of National Preparedness Month. So yeah, September is National Preparedness Month. Has everybody checked their checked how their water storage is doing? Do you have enough? Remember, 1 gallon per person per day for drinking water. That's not washing dishes. That's not flushing the toilet. That's not taking a bath. That's not washing clothes. That's drinking water. All right. So coming up here, speaking of that, coming up here tomorrow on
And you froze.
And I froze. Tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping, the topic is this is going to be a really interactive one with everybody in the side chat. What is your worst scenario fear? And so, is it earthquakes? Is it tornadoes? Is it another major polar vortex where Texas froze? Or is it the scorched earth one where there is no winter and we're having 120-degree summers everywhere? Or is it suddenly finding yourself unemployed and not being able to get a job? So that's what we're going to be talking about is worst scenario fears, and everybody will put forth what they've been doing to try to help alleviate that and get prepared for whatever their particular worst fear is. Thursday night on Gray Man Prepping is the Midnight Ride, which is I go over some news articles and then kind of go wherever it goes. A lot of times it's going to gardens lately a lot. Friday back here on Camppatton Family Compound, we're going to be talking about food processing skills. So think about your food processing skills, and we're going to talk about all sorts of different ones. And hopefully I'll have a good list of where you can take some online classes for that. If I remember, knock on wood. Saturday on Gray Man Prepping is goats for preppers. Yeah, preppers, get livestock. And then next Monday here is canning fish. I could hear the cringe coming over from the side chat. People go, fish, canning. Ugh. No. Hey, tuna's canned, salmon is canned. You can can fish.
Yes.
And
the salmon are running, FYI, in case you're, anywhere. They're running.
I mean, one time, the company I was working for, I was one of the ones that were invited for a company sea fishing trip out of San Francisco Bay. And I got 2 large salmons. They were on the run, going by. And actually they were coming up into and going up into some of the rivers, the Sacramento, the Stanislaus, and some other rivers. But I got 2 salmon. And my brother got a sturgeon, and so we did a lot of fish grilling because we didn't know about canning fish. And there it is. Ew. All right. So that's what's coming up in the next week. Also, if you have any suggestions for topics for mine or Tammy's channels, email either one of us, My email is in the very bottom of the description, and that is, there it is right there, Camppatton Family Compound at Gmail. And yeah, because I want to know what you guys want to hear about. And so that's like tonight's topic was Tammy's idea. And we got some other ones coming up here that are one's called Dumbing Us Down, and was suggested. Someone's asked about canning squash. That's going to be in a couple weeks.
Yep.
And let's see what else we got here. If I can get my eyes to work. Having heat in the wintertime was one suggested by several channel members on Gray Man Prepping. And we have dealing with difficult youth was a suggestion one. And what's that say? Wives' tales and weather predictions was another one suggested. So I take your suggestions and we go with them. All right. And with that, it's you got about 5-6 minutes before Lee goes live on Cold War Prepper. And so it gives you time to get your coffee or your hot chocolate or your water and get ready for his. And he's heading over to his right now. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in, and I hope you all learned something useful. And if you didn't learn something useful, I hope you got your curiosity piqued that you're going to do the research yourself. And I froze. All right, everyone. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping. And Tammy, when are you going to do your next live on your own? Don't know.
Not this Thursday.
Not this Thursday.
Not
all right.
This Thursday.
Look for her popping in on mine if something that piques her interest. All right, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you later.
Bye.